Howdy. So I saw Blue Valentine the other day, and I really enjoyed it. It was pretty intense. I'm going to give it an 8. It's about relationships, a relationship between a man and a woman for, I think, was to be about a period of 6 years or 8 years. I really couldn't tell. Maybe even more like 10. The only way I could go was by the age of their child. Anyway, that's pretty much what it's about. It's very focused on that. And it is probably pretty intelligent when it comes to relationships. And very wise. I cannot remember the name of the director. C. Francais, something like that. C. Fonts. I'm not 100% sure. He directed it. He co-wrote it, I'm pretty sure. The thing that was interesting to me about it is the film was executive produced by the two main actors, being, oh, why did I just forget his name? Michelle Williams is the girl. She was nominated for an Oscar for it. And her co-star, I can't believe I'm spacing on his name. Gosh, why do I do that? Starred in The Notebook, starred in Lars and the Real Girl. Wow, and he's big, and I can't remember his name. Ryan something, isn't it? God, it'll come to me as I ramble, hopefully. Anyway, they were the executive producers, which I found to be really interesting. And that's what got me in the theater. I knew that if I didn't see Blue Valentine in the theater, that I would never see it, basically, because this is not the type of movie I kind of want to hang out and watch at home. So I knew I needed to see it on the big screen, and I heard that the acting was phenomenal, and it is. And also that this is kind of unique because they got to spend a lot of time with these characters. I'm still trying to think of his name. They got to spend a lot of time with these characters. I think they said that from conception to filming was like 6 years. And that Ryan Gosling, right? Is it Gosling? Ryan Gosling? That's what I'm going with. They got to spend 6 years with these characters, rehearsing, just doing long-form improv. And to see those results, it's pretty spectacular. Again, it's an intense experience. The reason I'm not giving it a higher rating score is because I thought it was maybe too monotonous. I wanted to see more of the journey. Basically, the film is split into two halves, and I mean into two parts, and not halves. They're not told one way or one part and then another, but you see them at the beginning of the relationship and what could be the end of their relationship, or at least a very traumatic time for them. And it basically, you go back and forth between those two periods. And that's pretty much it. And I just thought it was a little monotonous. It got into that pattern, and it kind of bored me slightly. At least lulled me in. And I don't want to be lulled, I guess. The characters do things that I didn't necessarily agree with. I thought that both parties were kind of not great people. They made bad decisions. They did not control themselves. Again, this is kind of a personal statement, or, you know, at least personal feelings on the film, but that's what kept me from really loving it is that, you know, I guess they love each other, but they're really kind of doing bad things to each other. But maybe that's what relationships are all about, just putting up with the shit. I don't really know. So I thought it was interesting. It's definitely fly on the wall. I mean, you're there for very intimate moments of these guys' lives. There's lots of nudity, lots of sex, lots of language. I think this was originally rated NC-17, needlessly so. But now I think it was R. I'm not 100% on that. But there was a big hoopla over being NC-17 for a while. Again, the acting is phenomenal. Why do I keep forgetting his name? And he's so good, and I don't mean to. Anyway, the actors, he's always good. And I can never remember his name, apparently. Shit. Anyway, he's great. He's always great. He's good here. Michelle Williams is great. She was nominated for an Oscar. He should have been nominated for an Oscar as well, just because he was right there with her. You know, they were, you know, dancing together. So I thought it was a really good looking film. There was a lot of blue. I thought that's kind of also what kind of lulled me in, is it looked very dull. I will say that I really appreciated the ending. The ending is very meditative. It's not clear cut and is left to the viewer. I really enjoyed that. Again, a solid 8. I was afraid that I'd have to rearrange my top 10 for the year, and I will not have to do that. But a really good movie, and if you like true, honest romance movies, then you should see this. It's definitely very powerful, very intense. I mean, it's basically 2 hours of intense emotions. So, you might like it. So that's Blue Valentine. I give it an 8. Thanks for watching.